Hi, mathematicians. As a reminder, let's go over your vocabulary words that you learned last week on Friday. Our two words were numerator, which is the top number of a fraction, and that is represented by the number that is shaded or being counted. So if you look over at this shape, there's one part that is shaded, so that's where that one comes from, which is the numerator. And our second vocabulary word is denominator, which is the bottom number of the fraction. And we get that 3 because over here we have 3 total parts that represent the whole shape. So the denominator is the bottom, the total number of equal parts, and the numerator is the top, the number that is shaded or being counted. I showed you last week how to represent fractions in words like this, as well as in a number form like that. And I'm going to show you one more way in a number sentence. So I'm going to label the pieces on this example. I know it's mostly done for us, but I'm going to label them so that I can make a number sentence out of this, and you'll see why in a second. So I know that all of these pieces are going to have a 4 on the bottom because remember, the bottom number or the denominator is the total number of equal parts that make up the whole shape. So I know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 total pieces, so I can go ahead and know that 4 goes on the bottom. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put a little 4 right there, right here, and right here. And I'm only going to put that on the shaded parts because that's what we are, that's the fraction we're trying to represent. So now I need to figure out what the top part is. Well, if I look at this piece, how many pieces did I just outline? 1, right? So that piece is 1/4. And then this one, how many pieces did I outline? 1 piece. This is another 1/4. And let's see if you can guess the last one. Yes, this one is also 1 piece out of the 4. So if we wanted to make it a number sentence, an addition number sentence, I would just put these numbers all together. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals, and I know they already gave us the answer, but yes, it equals 3/4. And that's because you have 1, 2, 3 pieces that are shaded out of 4 total pieces. Okay, so 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. That's the same thing as saying 3/4. We're going to skip this next one and let's go to this one right here. Let's say you come to a shape that there's nothing filled in and you're the one that has to shade in the parts. Well, they'll give you the words or the number sentence if it's not shaded in, and you have to look at that. Okay, so they only gave me the words 3/8. Well, what does the word 3/8 mean? 3/8. Well, I know that means 3 goes on top and 8 goes on bottom because you say it out loud like this, 3/8. But what does that mean for the shaded part? Or for the part that we need to shade in? Well, this top number is the number of pieces that I need to shade in out of the total number of pieces, which is 8. So I would just know to shade in 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And that would represent my 3/8. But I need to also put it into a number sentence. So remember, I filled in one piece, which is 1/8, another piece, which is 1/8, and one more piece, which was 1/8. Okay, so 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. Okay, so I have 3/8 total. So I just did it in like 3 different ways. I showed you in the picture, I even labeled them, and I showed you in the number sentence. Let's do one more, and then you guys are going to try this on your own. Okay. Here they've given me only the shaded part, like the shape, and I have to figure out the words and the number sentence. Okay, so I think I'm going to label the pieces first on the shape so that I know what to put for my number sentence. Okay, so first I'm going to count how many pieces there are total to know what my denominator is. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pieces total. So 6 goes on the bottom, the denominator. And then I need to find out how many pieces are shaded. Well, 1 piece is shaded, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 would go on top because that is the number of shaded parts. And then you can label each piece to be 1/6. So this is 1/6, another 6th, another 6th, another 1/6, and another 1/6. And you don't necessarily have to do that inside the shape, but I like to just so I know that I can copy it over here for my number sentence. So 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 5/6. So 5/6 would be my fraction, and then I would put that in words over here. So I can either do it this way. I can either put the number 5 and then write out the word sixths. That one is hard to say. Or I can write out both words. So 5/6. Okay. Here's what you are going to be doing today. So it looks pretty similar to mine. Don't worry as much about, I don't want you to get confused about these other colored pieces. So what it's saying when it says right here, when it says the whole is the pink piece, basically they laid out a piece underneath this blue part that's pink. And so there's pink all, sorry, there is pink underneath this entire shape. They put these pieces right here, the blue ones, on top of that pink piece. Okay, so same with this, the orange piece that is all underneath those greens, and it says that the whole is the yellow piece right here. Ooh, that was sloppy, sorry. And as well as this one, which is the pink piece. This one right here, this last one, it says the whole is the red circle. So there is a red circle, the whole circle underneath that shape for this one. So I don't want you to get confused, and like on this first one right here, I don't want you to say that there are 1, 2, 3 pieces that are shaded in, because it only wants you to pay attention to the color that is not written right there. Okay, so fill this out, turn it in, and then move on to Math Workshop. Good luck.